because there also mindset was very oriented. I felt like an I suppose by definition models are seen and not heard, but does constantly heard but does not means constantly having to bend. So everyone out for dinner with that guy or gone to that party, I might have got more jobs. The power was with a lot of fashion workers art. I have always been super liberal at and by I was working with planned partnerhood and driving giving skills talks about reproductive justice and women's rights, but when I was with my previous more corporate agency, I found myself getting quieter about things because I was scared I would get dropped. Since then, I have worked with the Model Alliance, which is the closest thing we have to a union. They have been working on the fashion which was passed in the new work last year, which gives models more protection. But even after that, I have met models who have been asked by their agency to sign another agreement on top of the law. I think there are people who still prey on young people and their lack of knowledge. The Fashion Workers Act is an amazing achievement. Each progress being made in other areas. There is still a lot of very stereotypical 6 foot something size 8 or 6 models on runways. You see the odd so where they throw somebody different in. There is a designer I worked with called Ashish Gupta who deliberately uses a very diverse group of models. In fact, his show at London Fashion Week was all dancers and they danced around the catwalk. It is things like that they really excite me. The other bit I am very happy to see now is people looking at where clothing comes from, what it's doing to the planet, and what workers getting paid. I love fashion, but I am a vintage second hand queen and I am really proud of that. In terms of black representation in modeling in 2022, it felt like this renaissance after the Black Lives Matter protest. I was making so much money and I was booking so many campaigns, and it felt like everyone was being represented. And now it does feel like things have pulled back. A lot of the black models have been dropped the other things and suits is that stylists often are not trained to work with black hair. I have ended up getting heat damage. We hear a lot about the pressure the art of the possible. The Nottingham Art Gallery being run by Citizens Assembly New Art Exchange believe without citizens and community around the table shaping the direction and showing the horizon, we would quickly become an average organization, said, chief executive and artistic director, which is the UK's largest gallery dedicated to African, Caribbean, and South Asian artists. This neighborhood is such a huge treasure of culture and of talent, so we wanted it to play a key role, not just in terms of consultancy, but in real terms of co-leadership. A street gallery outside the building designed to entice people in was removed after assembly members said it was intimidating and off-putting and more money. After reporting